#WeAreMovieClub.
Hey there, We Are Movie Club. Today's pick is Red vs. Blue Season 3. Now, this is a review for week 30 of #WeAreMovieClub. This week's pick was mine. So the short sale on this one is that the red and blue teams pursue O'Malley through the teleporter and run across Xeno's prophecy. My love for this one is fatalistic time travel. Oh, I can't get enough of fatalistic time travel, and nobody does it. Everyone's trying to explore alternate timelines, and in this one, this happened, but this one happened, and they never remember, and just from a physics standpoint, I've never got behind it. So, thank you, Rooster Teeth, for this one thing amongst hundreds. I hate it for this one as much as I like Bernie doing voice acting. Vic is like the most annoying character. I know he's written that way, but oh my god, it's a character that could have been better if we didn't do him. The MVP of this one is definitely Church. Even though Caboose is definitely the funniest guy, there's a lot of good jokes in this one, but Church is the one like trying to be serious and rally everyone together and just try to duct tape this wild storm of nonsense until they get back to some semblance of meaning in everything's going on. Especially since he ends up going through all that time travel nonsense and trying to get there to get back. It shows that he really cares in his hollow place. Category time? Aesthetics. At this point, Microsoft had actually bought up Rooster Teeth, or contracted with them in the very least, and actually gave them access to Bungie. They worked with Bungie, got like that thing put in where they drop their weapons at least, but nothing where you could like hide the HUD as an option. So we still get like the 1/3 of the screen. Granted, it's a little bigger and the graphics are a lot better, but we didn't really make use of too many of the crazy options. I think like there's a couple characters that dual wield throughout. We definitely get an upgrade there. Everything's much shinier in the future, as they say. But the music's still good. What they're working with, they still do a really good job. They're still pretty good at lining up these kind of amazing shots from time to time. And then, granted, most of it's dialogue, so you just set them around and you let them talk it out. And if you notice, they start picking up and doing more things in the background, which I thought was really interesting, because it really makes it feel like more than like the machinima equivalent of two guys talking in their bedroom, than it actually being like a movie scene. Aesthetics gets a 78. Character development. We get to see some new characters. We get a lot of development on Church, if nobody else. Simmons, especially when we see people in these situations and we get to see them express themselves, especially through dialogue. We see who the characters really are. And a lot of the characters stay the same. A lot of them stay the same and give us just a little bit extra. But it's really fun. It's a fun set of characters, and all the events they go through, all the way back to Blood Gulch, up to Griff's screaming at the end. It all shows you what these characters are and what the journey is that they're going through, and I really like it. Character development gets an 88. Storyline. You can see some definite story back in here. They actually use a bunch of assets to try to represent these different areas that they ended up teleporting to try to keep it interesting and keep people guessing what they were doing, because it was released episode by episode as a web series on a weekly basis. So even though they didn't fool everybody, they still got a lot of good shots in there of surprise, and I hope if you watch it as a whole now, you still kind of see them. You can see the story with Church going back in time and however you want to look at that situation, with the AI in the computer and everything going on. It's there's a solid story there, but it's still kind of on its own adventure to set up for something bigger later on. And that's a lot of what we're seeing, especially when Church goes back and we kind of relive the first 2 seasons in about 20 minutes through his time traveling. So, yay. Storyline gets a 90. Compulsion. Look, I was gut busted as much as the first season on this one. There's so many jokes in here I love. Those grunts especially are just hilarious. If you get a chance, go watch the outtakes or deleted scenes or whatever, and just listen to the grunts go on about the flag. It's friggin' hilarious. But just even in the main content, it's great. They get so many good jokes in there. You get more out of it if you've played the game or you're familiar with what the subtleties are, but you really don't need them. You just have to know, like, these guys don't like these guys, and go. it's really all it's ever been, and it's a lot more of it. So it's good that they managed to come back from season 2 into something so refreshing. Compulsion gets 95. Now, if you total that up, you get an average of 87.75. For my wrap-up review, I've got to say I love the time travel aspects. I love all the stories, the grunts. There's so much in this season for me to love, and I just hope that somebody else got some enjoyment out of it. Definitely on our way up again after that dip in season 2, and hopefully we'll be able to keep going strong on this one. But once again, this was a review for #WeAreMovieClub. This week's pick was mine. Next week's pick is Charlie's. He picked for us Expatriate. So be sure to go over to his channel, check out all the good stuff he's doing, and search the hashtag for everything that we're up to. Give us a shout out on the Twitters at WeAreMovieClub, and let us know if you want to get involved. I think that's it for me. I'm Cameron. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to go check out all the fine folks that are involved in this video. Thanks for watching.